नमस्कार प्यारे विद्यार्थियों, this is Arvind Singh. I'm a head of career development and corporate relations Gitanjali Group Udaipur. As you all know that we always come up with the new topic for student career development, employability enhancement and skill development. So in the same series today our topic for the student that how you can crack the HR interview. Normally in any interview process two kind of interview takes place. One is the technical interview, another is the HR interview. Technical interviews all depend upon your capabilities on the subject, on your technical skills, and the related profiles for which they are looking for. So normally, if you have a good knowledge, if you have a good content, then you can easily crack the technical part. And with good communication also, you can easily crack the technical part. But HR is something different. HR interview normally taking place after all processes completed, all interview is being done, then normally the HR interview is taking place. Why the companies are taking the HR interview? To check the behavioral, to check the capabilities of a candidate, that what basically they are, to check their attitude, check their interest, their desire, their potential, these kind of understanding. Normally the HR interview taken by the companies. So when you are sitting for an HR interview, because it's a final interview, whatever you have done at the initial phase, in mid of it, but if you are not cracking the final, then your selection is not finalized. So many students could not crack the HR interview. Because of that reason, some kind of silly mistakes, they are out from the process. So we have to be very careful when we are sitting for an HR interview. First, you have to be very punctual when you are going for an HR interview. You have to be very sincere, seems very sincere when you are going for an HR interview, and that dressing sense, attire, everything has to be perfect. These are the basic things which normally needed for the technical as well as for HR interview. But what they check, what they ask, by which they can understand what you are. So normally they check the attitude of an individual, how much positive you are towards that specific job, what you are knowing about the companies. So when you are sitting for an interview of HR, then they might ask some kind of question related to the company to check your interest area, right? And your preferences, whether you are looking for that job only for looking for the job, or really you are serious about that job. So by some kind of logical questions, behavioral kind of questions, they can judge what you are. For example, they can ask about the salary. So if you are the fresher, if you say that I want this salary, in that case, you can be out from this process, because freshers cannot expect anything, because freshers are completely new. So whatever company is giving, that is the initial phase of the salary for any freshers. So when you are negotiating as a fresher, then that is completely wrong. Second, when somebody is asking the locations, about the job locations, that for which location you are interested, if you have any preferences, if they haven't given you any options about the preferences, then you can give your choices. If they have said that pan India locations, in that case, if you are saying that I'm from Udaipur, I want to stay in Udaipur, so can you give me job location Udaipur? In that case, it will also give a negative impression. So you have to be very open, you have to be very precise when you are giving these kind of answers, right? Third, how long you want to be there in the company, your future goal and aim. So when you are giving that kind of answers, you have to be very reasonable, you have to be very specific, and you have to match your goal with the company goal. So that when you are matching the company goal with your goal, then the officials who is taking your interviews, they will have the understanding that really that candidate is keen towards the job profile what we are looking for. That candidate may stay for a long time because he seems interested. So by your responses, your thought process can be seen in front of the interview. So the responses what you give, the output will be accordingly. So your response has to be in such a way that when interview is being taken place by viewer, then they have the understanding that you are the best fit for that specific job, right? So these are the some point which you need to take care. And when you are going for any kind of profile, and when you are sitting for an HR, then you have to be very specific about your strength as well as about your weaknesses, because that is very important part. And for the HR, they want to hire you, but when you will do some kind of silly mistakes, they have many options with them, so they may reject, right? So you have to be very careful when you are sitting for an HR interview. Otherwise, HR is very easy process. HR interview, they only check the interest, your desire, your preferences, your capabilities, your potentials. So it is not at all difficult. So if you are very open, if you are knowing each and everything about the job, about the profile, about the salary, about the descriptions, so you are nowhere going to face any kind of issues in the HR interview. So you're automatically through from the HR interviews, because only they will check what you are, and whatever you are, if it is being seen by the interviewer in you, then you are in. But whatever you have told, it has been observed by the interviewer that the things which you have told in earlier interviews, it was not correct, and you have done any kind of wrong commitment. In that case, whatever you have done, you are the best, they are not going to hire you. Because if Google want to hire somebody, right, and Google want a 5 year of commitment, and you are the best, but you cannot give the 5 year of commitment, either they will hire you or not. Definitely they will not hire, whether you are the best one. So this is the case with every organization. They want the best, but not with the sake that only the best, but not the interest. So they want the best with the best interest. So we have to understand these all psychological part of the interview. And if you have that kind of mentality with the positive attitude, I think 100% case you are going to crack the HR interview. So it's very easy, no need to worry. Only you have to focus on your attitude part, your behavioral part, your basic communications, nothing more than that. So with this, you can easily crack. Always you will come up with the new kind of topic like this. And with this, thanks a lot. Thank you. Jai Hind. Jai Bharat.